websites and download. We have different data sets. We have Apple, Twitter, sentiment. Like what is the sentiment, or what is the brand information, or the brand awareness, or the acceptance of the brand in the public with respect to the Apple company. And Avenger Endgame tweets, like you have nearly 10,000 tweets, and what they feel about different characters in the Avengers game and so on. And likewise, customer support, and even Donald Trump tweets before, post, and pre-elections. Now it has been moved to archive, but still it can be accessed, right? Whatever the tweets he had made, and what was the intention, what was the content and context. Understand, guys? Always we do natural language processing. It focuses on making the natural human language usable by computer programs. You will make computer programs to understand what human has got, or what human needs to say with respect to two things. One is content, the other one is context. Correct? The one is content, the other one is context. Usually content gives you the information about the topics, like say what he is trying to say, what topic he is trying to discuss. Today I am discussing natural language processing, and that would be the content. Context, it gives you the way I discuss. Understand, context gives you the information about the discussion. Say I was very aggressive, I was not interested, I was very interested, okay, I wanted to say many things. So these are context. Contextual gives you the information about writing style. You can observe different patterns, how authors uses context words, right? Aggressively, very fastly, very slowly sometimes, okay? And that gives you the behavior of the author's writing style, or author's expressing. Context. Content gives you the information about the topics. Now, since I was just mentioning these things, a Game of Thrones season 8, it got ended so abruptly. Still, lot many content should have been added in the Game of Thrones. So many tweets were being made once the episode was released, the season was released, and there were only 8 episodes, I guess, if I remember. And yeah, 1 second. And we have nowadays the COVID Twitter data set, like COVID-19 tweets. This has got nearly 150 million tweets related to COVID-19. It explains the situation of the entire world, or the demography, where there is a panic situation, where the things are handling very smoothly, what part of the country, or what part of the people, country of the people has been severely affected, exposed to, or infected, or what are the measures, what are the strategies. So all these things you can bring out, okay? So there are so many. And also here, see, the English, Spanish, French being the most prevalent, being most frequently used languages, right? Guys, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So today I'll not touch upon the actual syllabus, but I'm just trying to correlate like what you can do for so far whatever we have studied. And now we have so many other websites, we have so many other what do you say, like the information content available in Google. So what you need to do, you need to understand. I'll just go back to this was one top Twitter databases for natural language processing and machine learning both. So now I'll just try to switch it back to the Jupyter notebook. We just try to take 1 or 2 examples of 1 or 2 databases, or try to understand natural language processing, how it works. So here, what is the data information? What is the type of data? If I ask you a question, what is the type of data is available in the Twitter accounts, or Facebook, or any Instagram account, or what is the type of data? Can anybody tell? What is the type of data? Fast, guys, don't waste your time. If you waste more time in replying, so it's of no use. I'll give less information in this class.
Text data.
So most of the times you are dealing with the text data, as one of your friends said. What about if I try to, have you watched Eagle Eye movie by chance? Anybody? Let me just put it here. Have you watched a movie called Eagle Eye? Say yes or no. What is there? You
No,
can't
sir.
say so. Oh, no,
No,
you're
sir.
not. So it is must watch in your list now. So just put it on your list. You will watch Eagle Eye. You just download it. It's available on YouTube, Netflix, and Amazon. So you just download it and just watch it, right? So now, what is there in this movie? So everything is automated. Everything. A person will design a supercomputer which will target, which will go according to his design, and which will try to implement the events or task which has been given to the supercomputer. Even the person is dead now, nobody is controlling, but he has fixed an objective of killing a vice president or a president of United States. That was the target, and how he tries to achieve it even in spite of his absence. So the two people will get selected to go to the target, to hit the target, and then finally how they take the instructions from the computer. So it's very good. So there the system is automated. There so many things are happening: the voice recognition, text recognition, sentiment analysis. People are trying to get involved in this trap of executing the president of United States, doing these things emotionally. See, they try to do some emotional analysis, sentiment analysis. They try to hijack someone, they try to kidnap someone, they insist other people to do some task. So there are so many things happening, and who is doing this? One computer or one system which is designed, or where it has been designed to perform a particular task. Okay, so you just watch this movie there. As one of your friends said, text might be one input. Okay, text might be one input in order to say to tell to understand the sentiments of the individuals. Say if I say I'm not interested, I'm not interested. Okay, I'm not interested in watching movie or something like that. You might come across some kind of words, some kind of adverbs, or some kind of stop words. Okay, here some represent I am like this. Okay, some represents I am in a full content. Some would represent like this. Okay, so there are different way of representing. Some say not or some say not. Some say interrested. Some say interstd. There might be a break. There might be some breaks in the words. It might not be fully continuous, right? So this is the proper English, like how we represent the statement. This is the proper English. So here I could see not is something which is negative, right? So I have to understand, I have to read the statement. If the text is input, I'm telling, if the text is input, I would understand, I would read the text. Since all of you are quite familiar how to read a string in a MATLAB, sorry, in a Python. So I could read a string like this, okay, or I could read a string from the database. I could read a string from the text. I could read a string from HTML or a Twitter account or a Facebook account. So it all depends on how you read it, right? After reading it, now it is the next question is analysis, right? So while doing analysis, there are so many important steps. There are so many important steps in natural language processing, because I need to understand string wise, and I need to teach computer if a person is using not and interested, then a person is not interested, or he is a negate version of doing some activity. Correct? He is not interested in to do some activity. So likewise, I could, first thing is in natural language processing, guys, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Okay, so in natural language processing, I just take up the text. Sometimes what happens, so this is about text, and I will just go through the strings and then just try to understand what is the content with respect to some words, what is the context with respect to some words. And we have shortlisted, we have some group of words. If this is repetitively been used, you say this is the content. Okay, this is the information about an Apple TV or an Apple iPhone or an Apple iPad or an Apple product. Okay, that is a content information. If we just concentrate on some set of words like not, it's very bad or something like that, some kind of words, then you say like on the content, on the information, what is his particular context. Okay, what is the way that what is the person is trying to feel about a particular content or information. So this is how I try to relate. So there are two things, guys. There are two things. One is content. The second one is context. Okay. So now how do I identify these two things in the given string if it is a text? Now what will happen if I take a video or audio, no problem, video as an input. And anybody give me the suggestion? What if I take video or an audio as an input? Because somewhere in that database I just mentioned a gaming database or a Game of Thrones season episode 8 database. If somebody is trying to give a video input or an audio input as a feedback or as a person what is thinking about those episodes, or if you want to understand the episode itself, or if you are trying to analyze the movie or a scene or a real-time surveillance camera which is capturing a video of a sequence and of an activity, and if you want to analyze that sequence or an activity based on the audio, what is that input that you are going to give? What is the suggestion that you are going to give? If I want to do sentiment analysis, or if I want to understand what a person is feeling or talking about, context, content, and so on, what I want to do? Fast, guys, because I have 12 minutes left. Hello?
Sir, taking the intensity or tone of the person's voice, and if it is audio, and then if it is video, taking a like expression or etc. for person face.
So, yeah, correct. What you're suggesting is correct. So there we try to extract some features. One of your friends said, sir, extract features. Extract features if it's a video. Okay, extract features and just try to, based upon those features, you try to say like absorb the content or a context. Okay, based upon if it is a video. If it is a audio, convert it to text. So this again becomes another project. Converting an audio to a text. Once it is converted to text, I can apply the same thing. Whatever I study for text, it would be applied here. Correct? So once the audio content is converted to text, so that itself is another project. So that itself is a big project. So once this is converted to text, so I shall stick to the same algorithm or the design aspects which I've used for understanding or doing natural language processing based upon the text. Most of the natural language processing machine learning techniques or algorithms has been designed for text. So if you find audio or audio in a video, understand, you convert it to text. That is the best way before you start proceeding with the natural language processing application. So now, okay, let me just put it as a markdown and I'll go to the next session. Let me just try to enlarge this. Yeah, fine. So in order to use natural language processing software or processing, we have a software or a toolkit called NLTK. What is a tool? It's a Python package that you can use it for natural language processing. NLTK. It's also called as Natural Language Toolkit. It is a Python package. So in order to, what you do, a lot of data that you could be analyzing is unstructured data and contains human readable text. Just like as I said, it can be a broken part of text or it can be a complete text. Before you can analyze that data programmatically or you try to design a program, first you need to do some pre-processing. We will first look at this kind of text pre-processing, okay, using NLTK software or NLTK package toolkit. So here the agenda is to analyze the text, find the particular text and pre-process your text for analysis. So these are the only two things that I'm going to do today. So I'll just try to find the text to analyze, and then I'll try to pre-process the analysis. I'll just try to pre-process, removing a comma, punctuation marks, a broken statement, stop words, and I'll try to read the text, convert it to sentence, convert it to words, then store it in a list, and then later we'll put it for analysis. Okay. So the first thing is you need to install NLTK first. So how do you install? Usually, if you have a Python already installed, Jupyter Notebook installed, you just need to use pip command on your command window, on your command prompt. Just say pip install on your command prompt, install NLTK with a version 3.5. Once you have installed NLTK, matplot and all these things are required, NumPy and all these things are required. So we'll do tokenizing. Okay, so the first pre-process, yeah.
Or else is it just possible to say Conda install NLTK in this Jupyter Notebook?
Fine. This I am just giving you Python install packages. Pip. It's a common word. You can use it conda install also. It depends like on what command prompt you say. So if it's a conda prompt, you say conda install and pip install also runs fine. Both. This is a general instruction. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now I'll just take up the issue called tokenizing. What is tokenizing? By tokenizing, you can conveniently split the given text to word or by sentence. Okay. So here, if I read a text, it can be split into either a word, list of words, or let me say, or sentence. So if you have imported a data set and the data set has got huge amount of text, okay, so many text inside one single text file, so many sentences, so many words. So what you need to do, you have to first import, read the text. You know how to read the text by this time? You know how to read the text in your previous class?
Yes, sir.
Okay, after reading text, what will you do? Once you read the text, you go line by line, right? If it is not line by line, if it's continuous, a sentence has been given, separated by comma, full stop, exclamatory mark, punctuation, so many things in a series. Just imagine if it is in a series of data in a single text file. So what you need to do? You need to tokenize it. You need to convert it into word or sentences. So this will allow you to work with smaller pieces of text that are relatively coherent and meaningful. So it should relate to each other, even outside of the context. Okay. So your first thing, tokenizing by word. So what you need to do? So now I will import here. I will import from NLTK dot tokenize. See here, NLTK. I've already imported. I have already loaded the package. So from NLTK dot tokenize, I will import two things. One is sentence SENT underscore tokenize, comma word underscore tokenize, because I have an agenda to convert the text into a sentence and the word. So in dot tokenize package in NLTK, I have dot tokenize. In SJBIT, I have ECE. From SJBIT.ECE, I have imported 6th A section and 6th B section. That's it. Very simple. From NLTK.tokenize, I import sent underscore tokenize method, word underscore tokenize method. These are objects now. So if I run this program, let me just wait for some time because I need to check whether. So once these are imported, on this sent underscore tokenize, sent is nothing but sentence, and this is word underscore tokenize. And now, for example, if I create a example string, I'll just create an example string and wait for this program to run first. If you get an error, there might be some problem in the installation. NLTK has not been properly installed. Okay, so that might be the situation. Oh, it's taking too much of time. See, I've just generated an example string here. This string can be from your text file also. These three dotted lines represents I have multiple lines. Okay, I have multiple lines and it cannot be represented in a single line. So I have three double quotes at the beginning and the end of the string, and I have three dotted lines telling it is a multiple line. Okay, yeah. So now after this, I would run this example string. Now I've considered this small string as an
Sir,
example. Yeah.
why have you used those three dots there? I understood that they are they are separate lines and not to be put on the same line. But is it
Mhm.
just for user readability or is it for the
User
code?
readability. Otherwise, see what happens if I have a single string like this, it will go on. See, this part is not visible.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, fine, good. So now if I say print example string, you could see this is a string. This is not a sentence. This is one single string. You can see now it is readable in a readable format, but inside the code it's not readable. Right. So now if I use sent underscore tokenize, okay, because I have imported it, I will use it now here. And what did I pass? I pass an input argument like example underscore string. So this is my input argument. So this example string, I'm going to pass it as an input to this. Now you could see the list. This is a list. This is will be covered in the next class. I mean, it's the next module. This is a list which is represented in a square bracket. Okay, this is a list. Inside list you have sentences. Understand? You have sentences separated by comma. So each element of the list is a sentence. Element of a list is a sentence one separated by comma, sentence two again separated by comma, so on till sentence n. Here I had three sentences, so it is sentence three. So can you see this is a list now? Sent underscore tokenize example underscore string would give me the list of sentences. Correct? So now I have split it. I have split into different sentences. So it has got tokenizing example underscore string by sentence give you a list of three strings that are sentences. Now if I want to tokenize using the word, okay, I'll just delete this word underscore tokenize. See here, sent underscore tokenize for creating a list of sentence. If I want a word, so I could use word underscore tokenize with the same input. Now I have a list of words here, okay, including space, full stop, stop words, exclamatory mark, adverbs, adjectives, noun, pronouns. So all the English structure, whatever we have inside the word, which can be arranged like this. Okay. And you can also try to see here a few things which is pretty interesting. Guys, can you see this mount div separated by a single quote here?
Yes, sir.
This was a name of some person or so now here, so here single quote was not understood by the Python package or a tokenized package, so it has kept it as a single word, though you have a single quote here. Whereas if I come to this statement, it's it quote s, see here it has understood as two different words, it single quote and s, because the Python package can understand it is a word, yes is another word. So this S will be replaced by IS in future. Understand, guys? Can you see this example? This is an it's. It's shocking to find how many people do not believe. So it was split into two different words here. Understand? Then only we can try to pre-process. If we are in a pre-processing state, then only we can try to create a true words. Then we try to eliminate or use it in future. Okay, so you got a list of strings that NLTK considers to be words. NLTK package considered to be words. Likewise, you can also design your own packages. Okay, you can design, you can import the English dictionary and try to design your own packages. But some of the strings were also considered, like apostrophe s, comma, hyphen s, full stop. There are so many. So how it was split at the apostrophe to given, so that was very difficult. So but mod div was left whole, but it was split with respect to the apostrophe, right? So this happened because NLTK knew it and S are two distinct words. So it can be counted them separately. Okay. So in the next class, we shall study how to filter, understand. Now these are the words which has been recognized. Now we should try to slowly eliminate this is not required, this is not required.
Sir,
And more is required, more belief is required, right? Because it
sir,
is contextual. Yeah.
I have a question. Could you swipe up once?
Yeah.
I have a question. Could you swipe up once?
Yeah. Okay, you want to go? Okay, fine.
Yeah. Yeah, near the print example string line.
You want to print example string, right? Okay, fine.
Yeah. Sir, I have a question. In the example string, when we were giving the input, there were three dots in the starting. Why has the print command ignored that and not printed those three dots? And the send tokenized, what do you say, function has taken that as a new line.
Yes. This is by default. It will take here also and here also. You have not observed here
Yes, yes,
also.
I saw, sir. Sir, but why
Yeah.
has print command ignored it and not printed it?
In send tokenize, right? Send tokenize will observe even though there is a space or a new line command, it is not appearing on the print command. I agree, because this is as good as what you see, what you get on your text file. This
Yeah,
is what you see, what you get on your text file. YCY. You understand? But
yeah,
here slash n, in terms of syntax or in terms of programming, this slash n will be understood by the programming languages. If it is
yeah,
a new line, it will place slash n.
yeah,
Okay, that is why you get this slash n, but here it is not there. It is removed.
yeah. Yes, yes.
No? This slash n has to be removed in future. That we shall see because it's further level processing.
Sir, my question was why has the print command ignored the three dots?
Because it is a syntax there, it will ignore this slash and command because this is understood as a command to this print statement that it should be a new line.
Okay.
Just like three dots has been, three double quotes has been ignored here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
similar to the three dots will be ignored because this is a syntax to create multiple lines. But here send tokenize did not ignore. Why? Because send tokenize package is being created in such a way that it understands multiple lines or a new line. But this has to be removed in future pre-processing.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just if you want to just say in layman's language, slash n, if it is printed, that means it is not understood by the package. It is understood as a syntax, or it is understood as a data, some data of a string. If it is been printed, it is understood as a string. If it is not printed, it is understood. It is not required. YCY is as good as YCY. What you see, what you get.
What is
YCYG. Okay. Yeah. So in the next class, we shall be dealing with the more concepts of filtering stop words, because we need to use to filter out these stop words. Stop words such as that you want to ignore. Maybe slash and also you want to ignore. Sometimes you want to ignore most common words like in, is, and, which are quite oftenly used as stop words. Okay, just in order to give some pause in your statements, it has been used, or in order to connect different words, it has been used. So, and obviously it doesn't add a lot of meaning to a text in and of themselves. It doesn't carry information with themselves also, and it does not add information to the whole sentence also. So we shall try to remove some common words like in, is, and so on. So I would call these as some stop words, and even more. etc. Okay, so this will be dealt in the next class. So now hope this was quite sufficient for anybody to begin or start with natural language processing projects or a small mini project, some kind of a thing. So in maybe the activities for individual groups will be assigned based upon this project for different data sets in future. Let me just think about it. I'm just being relaxed for this week because you have internals, mock, and other things going on. So you'll be relaxed for another 1 week, I guess, 1 week to 10 days. Coming back, I'll be assigning you the activities, but I'll be having a check or revisions of those activities maybe after 10th or maybe after 5th of June. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys for your patience, time, and going through this natural language processing, which is an out of syllabus, which is not included, but strings, list, how to read the string and all, you guys are quite familiar. You can make use of the string methods, string dot method, string dot little, string dot find, string dot search, all these different types of string method. You try to apply it here and try to do something like how many times how is used, how many times and has been used. Like that, you can try to understand the frequency of occurrences or the probability of a particular word in the given text file. Okay. Yeah, so now I'll just stop this sharing. Now I would request Pranesh, Nitin, Sri Charan and Tejas team to share their screen and give their small presentation on what they have done. They have done a small project on content-based image retrieval, which they have compiled it as a small paper and they have submitted for a conference today. I guess today they have submitted in the morning after some couple of revisions which has been done. So they will be discussing on that paper or how do they come to that conclusion like, okay, fine, this can be published as a paper by doing or implementing a small what do you say, a programming or trying to implement, design an algorithm and try to get some good results. Okay, so over to you, guys. Like over to you, Nitin, Pranesh, Tejas, and Sri Charan team.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, all. Yeah, as sir told, we just giving a quick interview about our project. Let us consider some name as test 1 or test 2. Sir, is my screen visible, sir?
No, not it.
It is visible, Nitin.
I'll reshare, sir. Just check it once. So now, sir?
Because go ahead, man. Because for me it's not visible. Anyhow, just go ahead and your friends will respond to you.
Yes. Priyanka, is it visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. And see, this is our data set, and this data set contains different classes of images, and in in each classes there are many images of different types of this one aeroplanes, and from this we are gonna read the data, and we are gonna do some manipulations in the images. So basically we have to take it like this.
Nitin, unmute yourself.
Yeah. Now is it audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
For reading the images, we need two libraries. So one is CV2 and matplotlib, as sir had explained during the classes. So we should import those two libraries first, CV2 and import matplotlib as pyplot and
Nitin?
Yeah, Priyanka.
You zoom the screen a little bit because it's not, it's very small. The text is very small. Yeah, now it's proper.
Okay. Yeah, CV2 is the library for reading the data, and matplotlib is used for plotting the image which we have got as output. We shall run this cell. Then, yeah, the packages are imported here from here, and now we are gonna use the packages from it. Okay, first we shall consider a path called data path where we import the image. We import a certain image which is needed. The image which we have imported will be in the form of string. Basically, we will consider some aeroplane image. Which image shall we consider? Anyone has any opinion on it? You guys tell which image we'll consider that image, and we'll let you know how it works in our project.
15th image.
15, huh?
13, 1 3.
Okay, 13. For this, we have to get the path of it. So we have to open this, and we have to copy this, and in which directory it is, and we have to paste it in this Jupyter notebook. Sorry, not copied. And we have to use double slashes to read the images perfectly. And
Why do you have to use double slashes?
Double slash
because
is used to where you need to fetch the data from your directory, right? So it
Yeah.
will directly link to your directory local system and it will fetch the data.
No. I got. Usually we use just one slash, right? Why? What is the importance of using double slash?
Yeah, he is importing in from D drive, right?
Yeah.
So if you make a single slash, it will show some error.
Okay.
yeah, which image did you tell, Priyanka? 15, huh?
1 3, 13.
13.
Okay. Now we have to copy the image name, and we have to paste it here. And we are in which format is the image? JPG, right? We'll write it as JPG. That's it. Now we have to read the image, right? So this is the data part. This is stored in the variable called data part. Now we have to read the image. So we'll consider image is equal to cv2 of cv2.im read of yeah. Means it is computer vision. We are enabling computer vision, and we are taking the image from it. So we are yeah. Now IM read is used for reading the image from data path. Now we'll see the image which has been read. So we'll use plt.imshow. Yeah, for this using this PLT, we need plot.library. So we imported that library, which was necessary. We got the image which Priyanka said. Priyanka, this is the image, right? Which you are told.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Next, further thing is we have to use hog as a feature descriptor. Okay, so we apply hog to this image, and that image hog, yeah, using that hog as a feature, we shall extract the background and the edges of the image. So for that we need one library called from sk image or feature. This is also a package which is available in Python. and then we have to do the.
So 1 second, Nitin. Like, why are you importing HOG from skimage.feature to do what? What activity? Like, are you trying to get something from that image?
Yes, sir. Sir, this is about to detect the edges of the image or object of interest which is present in the image. So this function will return FDA and HOG image as a output. So FDA means it's consisting of the features extracted from that image or the local.
Pranesh, you're muted.
Pranish, you're muted, unmuted. Speak.
Yes, yes. Hello.
Yes, you're now audible.
Yeah. So this scale image feature is a package which uses hog as a we can use hog function from this package. So it will return two variables, fda and hog image. Fda consisting of the edges localization points values, whereas hog image is an hog. After hog, what will be the output of the image that what we are getting will be displayed from that hog image. Hog image is basically a image data. fda is an list format that what we call it as features which are extracted from this base image.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. And then we use this code to enable those orientations and pixels in the image, and then we run this code and we have to display this. So we use plt.imshow of image HOG underscore. Yeah, now we'll.
Nitin, I think you have to define hog image.
No, it is already defined here. See here.
Yeah, okay.
So this hog function will return two parameters, right? So this is hog image, the image format. So here we can see the white dots. So these are all the edges which are detected from the objects which are present in that image. Nitin, type FDA in next cell. It will give a list format. These are all the features or the points that we got from the orientation from the images.
It is there in the array format, so we are not able to completely display the array here. All is in the point of 0 point some value. All the features is extracted in that array format and it is displayed there. Now we shall go for the further. For this image, we have a lot of background and noise present in that. So we shall try to remove the background noise of the image. Like as you see, it's here only, right? Yeah, you see a lot of things are present outside. So you need only the aeroplane to be detected or uh, need to be processed. So now we have to eliminate the noise using some filters. So we'll use two libraries here. One is pep install pixel library and TensorFlow. It is some large library where a lot of complicated things are present here, and it is an open source library where you can take many use of it. And we shall install TensorFlow. And and now we shall import pixel library from it. from Pixel Live. Dot tune underscore bg. Okay. This is also another package which we need to import for background image. We have to import CV2 here to display, and
I think CV2 is already imported, right? You imported it in the first line itself.
we can use it, or we can use the same. And now we shall declare a variable for change in background is equal to our background. We shall initialize this variable to the present library which is there in alter bg. And then we shall declare the path. Yeah, PS mix. bg dot load. Yeah. We have to import a separate model. Pranesh will tell about that model, which where we have a certain type of things about it.
So here we are importing one open source file, HY file, which already consisting of some lines of code, which will eliminate the background of the image that what we are giving. So it will extract only the object of interest present in that image. So that file name will be passed as a parameter to this function. So it will extract only the aeroplane content which is present in the imported image. Yeah, this is the open source file that we are using, which is in the format of H5.
Yeah, it is an open source thing, so you can use it for your project. Now again, you have to read the image, and it is 13, right, Priyanka?
Yes, Nathan.
And the background color should be, we shall give it as, yeah, we shall give it the background color, let it be white. Whichever the background noise is there, let us be declared as white. So white is given as 255 dot comma 255 comma 255 in Python for an image. This is R and this is G channel and B channel. So when you give the maximum intensity of these three channels, you get white color. So that is done. Yeah, and all the colors, all the channel colors are superimposed to get a white image. So we shall run this file of code and see the output. Yeah, running. There is some error. Let's find out what is the error. Change or DE. Okay. Giving some space here.
Output is equal to change CHA. You have missed. Now it's fine.
Yes, sir. I guess we have to put CV2 again here.
Nitin, in fourth line, you have put a dot instead of an underscore.
Correct. Thank you, this. Correct. Insert. Now we shall get. Yeah. Meanwhile, I show you the H5 file, which is there in this. It's here. This is the H5 file. It will be in like it is not able to in the open option. Like we have to import it and we have to use it in our code. And we have to show the image. So we'll use iplt.imshow of output. Yeah, see, this is the image which is background noise has been eliminated, and we got the object which we have to detect, or we have to use it for further process. And this image is now used in many different latest techniques like DCT, wavelet, and PCA and Hog as a feature descriptor. And now we shall also make the combination of different we use DCT, wavelet, Hog, and we shall run this image and we shall get the results. And then later I'll show you that. Now we have used DCT, wavelet, and Hog. We have implemented 3 features in our data set, and we have normally I just showed you the piece of code so that you understand each and every step. Same, we have used this same libraries. All libraries are imported. Yeah, Pranish, continue.
Yeah, the example what we have taken is only for a single image. So what if you want to traverse over an entire data set of many classes? So this will be done using the for loop. This is the main application of for loop, or the, so here the object, okay, show the data set.
That one thing which I showed you should be applied for each and every class and each and every images. So we consider for loop, and
so more than 9,000 images we are having in this data set. So we need to apply these processing algorithms for all the 9,000 images, and we need to record the data. So these are all the 9,144. These are all the images which are present in this data set.
And we shall Pranish. Yeah, DCT, PCA, and all are transformer techniques which are used.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you guys. We'll do one thing. It's almost time is up.
Yes, sir.
And
that's
whatever
it,
you have said, just try to conclude, and we shall try to continue in the next class. Just give the conclusion and how it can be used in further processing that can be done in the next class.
Sir, yeah, this we have done it for each and every class. So for both we have done for 102. There are 2 data sets with us, 101 and 256 data set. So we have run it for 2 different. So every folder and every image is being extracted as the same feature, and we pass on to we save it as another format, and then we pass out and we take the values in the CSV format, and then we we apply this logistic regression and the latest machine learning algorithm to improve the accuracy, and accuracy for 256 is 20%, and for 101 I'll just show you. Where is this 101? Yeah, it's here.
Okay, Nitin. You don't think this again, like, we'll give you another opportunity of some 10-15 minutes to conclude in the next class. I think time is up. It's 9:32, so
Yes,
we
sir.
can wind up. And sorry to uh, ending this session abruptly. I think
No.
you might have more time. That can,
Yes, sir.
yeah, we will do it in the next class, Nitin. Yeah. Thank you,
Okay,
Nitin.
sir.
Thank you, Pranesh and team. Thank you guys for running this session. Yeah. Take care. Stay
Thank you
safe.
all.
Bye.
Thank you.